is the camera quality. Literal. Like, it looks so grainy and glitchy. But we're gonna ignore that, and you can also see the reflection of my vanity lights in my glasses. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a few things I purchased while in DC a couple weeks back. Yeah, my boyfriend lives near there. So I visited there a couple times with him, but this time we did like something different. We went to the National Archives Museum, and that's something I've always wanted to do, so I was really excited to go there. Maybe to add some context, I'm a criminal justice major and I'm applying to law school. So I am really interested in all things law and history. I love history. I love knowing history facts. So going here was really, 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 really cool to me. And I'm really glad he took me there. And I'm also gonna apologize for being absent for like 3 or 4 months. I had a really busy summer, and it started off really good after all the annoying things that happened earlier this year, and then I had a really big family event that happened, and it was really hard, and it was really sad, and I feel like I still haven't emotionally dealt with it, but everyone's okay, and everyone's healthy now, and that's all that matters. But I feel like my brain is just kind of elsewhere, and it still kind of is. A lot of things have changed with my job in a good way. And I'm a senior in college. I started almost a month ago, my senior year. And it's, yeah, just been a busy time. Busy bee. Anywho, it's so hot in here because all my fans are turned off. So, this was the first thing I got. It says it's a note card. But I think it's just a postcard. It says note card. This is the Lincoln Memorial. It says, built from 1914 to 1922, the Lincoln Memorial celebrates the life and legacy of the United States 16th president, the man who reunited a nation torn asunder by civil war and ended the horrid practice of slavery. The Lincoln Memorial is a symbol of American democracy and a reminder of the enduring values that have shaped the nation. You can see him here. Obviously, I went to see the statue in person, and I knew he was going to be big, but he is ginormous. He's so, like, the statue is so big, and you can see all the state names above him on the top of the building. I think it's all of them. Yeah, close. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I should actually look that up. Yeah. When we went to the National Archives, no, there's another building. It's a Smithsonian something art, and they have like a bunch of portraits of presidents and Native Americans and like Western art. Anyway, they have a real mold that was done, I believe, had to been over Lincoln's face and his hands, and he has huge hands, like very big, and I don't know, that's pretty cool. This is the National Archives Museum with a cherry blossom. And if you didn't know, during the springtime, DC is known for their cherry blossoms when they go in bloom. This building is really beautiful too. I love the architecture Oh, wow. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be. Okay, that makes sense. No card. Yeah, that makes sense. And it has an envelope. An envelope. So it's like a card. The National Archives building was designed by John Russell Pope in the neoclassical revival style. Inside the rotunda for the National Charters of Freedom is the permanent home of the Declaration of Independence, Constitution of the United States, and the Bill of Rights. So I saw all of those, and the room that they're all stored in is pretty grand. It's pretty cool. And they have all of the documents stored in pure gold. And I guess there's a certain gas that they're stored in that keeps them preserved. And the reason, like, the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence is so bleached and hard to read on the original document is because it's unbleached. So I'm gonna mute this while I open this, but this is a print of the United States Constitution made in the USA on antique parchment paper. Parchment paper. I'm not gonna undo the whole thing, but this is what it kind of looks like. It's very crinkly. And I got another one. Actually, hold on. Let me read the back of this one. The Constitution of the United States was written in Philadelphia during the summer of 1987 by a convention of delegates representing 12 of the 13 states. Presiding over this gathering of well-educated lawyers, merchants, soldiers, and landowners was George Washington, then a delegate from Virginia who had served as commander-in-chief of the American forces during the War for Independence. The resulting constitution established a strong central government that could print money, collect taxes, build an army, and regulate trade. To prevent this new government from growing too strong, the framers split its powers among three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, each with the authority to check and balance the other two. They had also balanced the powers of big states and small states, and in the spirit of the revolution made clear that real power rested with the people, who would choose their leaders and be responsible for holding them accountable. The Constitution's home is the National Archives, where it is held in trust for the American people and preserved for future generations to see in the rotunda, which is visited by more than 1 million people each year. Wow. Oh wow, it was made by a family-owned company in Philadelphia. This one, that's pretty cool. And then I got another one, which is the Declaration of Independence. In the summer of 1776, the Continental Congress appointed a committee of 5: Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Robert R. Livingston, and Roger Sherman to draft a statement of independence for the 13 colonies. Jefferson was the main author of the document, and after several revisions, it was adopted by Congress on July 4th, 1776. In exalted and unforgettable phrases, Jefferson expressed in the Declaration the convictions in the minds and hearts of the American people, summarizing a philosophy of self-evident truths and listing grievances against King George III that justified to the world the colonists' decision to break ties most cherished symbol of liberty. The original signed declaration is on display at the National Archives Museum in Washington, D.C., and is seen by more than 1 million people each year in the archives. There was a couple more